जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी। जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी। जय गोपी जन वल्लभ जय गिरिवरधारी। जय गोपी जन वल्लभ जय गिरिवरधारी। जय यशोदानंदन जय ब्रज जन रंजन। जय यशोदानंदन जय ब्रज जन रंजन। जय यमुना तीर वनचारी। जय यमुना तीर वनचारी। जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी। जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी। जय गोपी जन वल्लभ जय गिरिवरधारी। जय गोपी जन वल्लभ जय गिरिवरधारी। जय यशोदानंदन जय ब्रज जन रंजन। जय यशोदानंदन जय ब्रज जन रंजन। जय यमुना तीर वनचारी। जय यमुना तीर वनचारी। जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी। जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. बोलिए हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय, जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, गौर प्रेमानंदी हरि हरि। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्रीराधा कृष्ण पादान् सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरि प्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Bhagavad Gita chapter 10 verse number 26. So all of you are welcome, and please give me your mercy and blessing so that I can speak few words. 10:16. वक्तुम अर्हसि अशेषेण, वक्तुम अर्हसि अशेषेण दिव्या हि आत्मविभूतयः, विद्या हि आत्मविभूतयः याभिर्विभूतिभिर्लोकान्, याभिर्विभूतिभिर्लोकान् इमांस्त्वं व्याप्य तिष्ठसि, इमां त्वां व्याप्य तिष्ठसि। वक्तुम अर्हसि अशेषेण,
वक्तुम अर्हसि अशेषेण
दिव्यैः आत्मविभूतया,
दिव्यैः आत्मविभूतया
याभिर्विभूतिभिर्लोकान्,
याभिर्विभूतिया लोकान्
इमांस्त्वं व्याप्य तिष्ठसि।
Which verse, Prabhu? Which verse are you chanting?
10:16.
10:16. Sorry. Okay, let me open it up.
इमांस्त्वं व्याप्य तिष्ठसि,
Imam Tvam Vyapya Tishtasi.
one more time. वक्तुम अर्हसि अशेषेण,
Vaktum Arhasi Asheshena
दिव्यैः आत्मविभूतया, vibhutayah
Divya hi atma vibhutayah.
ya vibhuti bhirlokan
Yabhir vibhuti bhir lokan.
imam stvam vyapya tisthasi.
Imam stvam vyapya tishtasi.
Mataji, you want to recite?
Vaktum arhasi asheshena.
Vaktum arhasi asheshena
Divya hayatma vibhutayah.
divyahi atma vibhutayah
Yabhir vibhuti bhir lokan.
ya vibhuti bhirlokan
Imam stvam vyapya tishtasi.
imam tvam vyapya tisthasi. Anyone want to recite? Okay, so word by word meaning. Vaktum, to say.
Vaktum, to say.
Arhasi, you deserve.
Arhasi, you
Arhasi,
deserve.
you deserve.
Asheshena, in detail.
Asheshena,
Asheshena, in
in
detail.
detail.
Divyah, divine.
Divya,
Yeah,
divine.
divine.
He, certainly.
He,
He,
certainly.
certainly.
Atma, your own.
Atma, your
Atma,
own.
your own.
Vibhutayaha, opulence.
Vibhutayaha,
Vibhutiya,
opulences.
opulences.
Yabhihi, by which.
Yabhihi, by
Yavihi,
which.
by which.
Vibhutibhihi, opulences.
Vibhutibihi,
Vibhutihi,
opulences.
opulences.
Lokan, all the planets.
Lokan, all
Lokan,
the
all the
planets.
planets.
Iman, these.
Iman,
Iman,
these.
these.
Tvam, you.
Tvam, you.
You.
Vyapya, pervading.
Vyapya,
Vyapya,
pervading.
pervading.
Tisthasi, remain.
Tishtasi,
Ishtashi,
remain.
remain.
Translation given by Srila Prabhupada and also purport. Tell me, please tell me in detail of your divine opulences by which you pervade all these worlds. One more time. Please tell me in detail of your divine opulences by which you pervade all these worlds. Purport given by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. In this verse, it appears that Krishna is already satisfied with his understanding of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. By Krishna's grace, Arjuna has personal experience, intelligence, and knowledge, and whatever else a person may have. And through all these agencies, he has understood Krishna to be the Supreme Personality of Godhead. For him, there is no doubt. Yet, he is asking Krishna to explain his all-pervading nature. People in general and the impersonalists in particular concern themselves mainly with the all-pervading nature of the Supreme. So Arjuna is asking Krishna how he exists in his all-pervading aspect through his different energies. One should know that this is being asked by Arjuna on behalf of a common people. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimate Srilarupa Swaminiti Namine Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunnavadi Pasyata Desatarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So little bit background about this chapter. So chapter 10, it is called Aishwarya Gyan, and divided in it has 42 verses divided into 4 sections. 1 to 7, understanding Krishna's unknowability, because he is describing is the source of everything, and then to serve to him, and his origin is impossible to understand, for he is the source of all. And then Krishna at the beginning, he's saying that hear it properly. Even 7th chapter, 9th chapter also he's saying hear with faith. And then again he is in this chapter beginning, he's saying here. And then second section, 8 to 11, it is called Chaturshloki Bhagavad Gita. There means he's describing his opulences, he is the source of everything. And also those who are eager, those who knows that and eager to serve to him. And then also there is a reciprocations from the Lord also. So it is both sides, not only one side. And that is the actual love. And then sections 3, we are in sections 3. So verse number 12 to 18, Arjuna, he accepts the Krishna's position and also requesting him to hear more about his opulences. And then section 4 described from verse number 19 to 42, Krishna is describing his some of the opulences. He is the source of everything, and then he's saying that how he is and which sense to know. So in this section, in this verse, Arjuna is requesting, and he is requesting to hear about Krishna directly from him. And then also he is requesting to hear what? About his divine opulences, by which he pervades all these words. And then major 2 point is from the purport that Arjuna's platform of understanding, he is satisfied, fully satisfied, and he knows that Krishna's position, and then he achieved Krishna's grace. That's why he is able to understand Krishna. And then by Krishna's grace, Arjuna has personal experience, intelligence, knowledge, whatever else is there. Through that, in those agencies, he has complete understanding. And then second part is that why Arjuna is asking, if he has the complete understanding, then why he's asking? He's asking for common people, general people, and those who are having the features. Lord is all pervading. He don't have the personal form. So impersonal is to know them. That's why he's asking. So Bhagavad Gita chapter 9 in section 3 verse number 11 to 25, Krishna, he is describing about that fool neglects the bhakti and divine dawn. And there he is describing at the beginning Duratma and then Mahatma 9:11 to 9:12. He's describing about the Duratma, those people don't accept Krishna's personal form and they do try to joke. And then Mahatma, they do accept Krishna and also his form and worship him. And then also he's describing about the 3 types of indirect worshippers. One is Ekatvena, those people feels that they are the themselves the God. And then Vishvato Mukham means seeing the universal form, to worship the universal form of the Lord. And then Prithaktven. Prithaktven means to demigod worship, ghost worshippers and others. So many things are there. So by hearing his opulences and then also we to know the how to worship the Vishvato Mukham, that is very means close related on those. So how Arjun has achieved to that level that he has the complete understanding of Krishna. So Lord Krishna, he described that Mahatma in chapter 9, 13 and 14, he described that Arjun, those who are not deluded, before that he was asking about the deluded, Duratmas, the great souls are under the protection of the divine nature. And then also they are fully engaged in devotional service because they know me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, original and inexhaustible. And then after that, if they have the understanding, then Krishna is describing about that they always engaged in the chanting of the my glories, means Krishna's glories, not my. Endeavoring with great determination, bowing down before me, these great souls perpetually worship me with devotion, means with love and devotion. So various signs of the Mahatma has been described, and that sign is related to the Krishna also. To the Arjuna also. So he is already situated in the protection of the divine nature. That's why he has received the Krishna's grace. Otherwise, how it is possible? It is not possible. Only by his mercy only. So Krishna, he describes in Bhagavad Gita 7.14, Devi hiyes gunamai mama maya duratya mameva ye prapadyante maya metam taranti me. So surrender souls, what does? They are under the protection of the divine energy. So this divine energy of mind, consisting of the 3 modes of material nature, is difficult to overcome. And we have to transcend ourselves to go beyond the modes of material nature. So those Mahatmas, they are already above there. But those who have surrendered unto me can easily cross beyond it. So they are beyond the mode of the material nature. And they are under the guidance of spiritual nature. And that is called Devi Prakriti. So they are under the influence of Devi Prakriti. It means Lord gives the shelter and he is grateful to his devotee even though without any qualifications. So those who surrenders to him and then he protects to them. And how it works, Lord Krishna, he is saying in Chaturshloki verse 8 to 11, I am the source of all spiritual and material world. Aham sarvasya prabhu. And everything animate from me. The wise who perfectly knows this engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. Their hearts means fully. In chapter 2, verse number 41, Krishna is describing that Vyavasayatmika buddhi eke hai. Means those whose intelligence is fixed at one place, only one, not here and there, so they will be able to understand him properly. So by Vyavasayatmika buddhi. So they knows that Krishna is the source of everything. And then after that, what happens? They engaged. Their thoughts dwells into the Krishna. And their lives are fully devoted to him. Means engage in the service. And by doing that, they derive the great satisfactions and bliss. Tushtanti cha ramanti cha. And from always enlightening one another and conversing about him. And after that, what happens? When they are conversing and they are fully blissed and happy, so what happens? To those who are constantly devoted to serving to Krishna with love, Krishna gives the understanding by which they can come to him. In third section, first is to understand who is Krishna, and then by knowing that, engages his devotional service, and by doing that, person will get fully satisfaction and they will try to give to others also. Because if someone is having good thing, then they will try to distribute to others, to good people. And then after that, there is a reciprocation. So by Krishna, he gives the understanding. And what he does, to show them his mercy, and then he destroyed the sign, he destroyed the ignorance. And where he's located inside the heart, and from the heart he destroys all the ignorance, means whatever darkest is there, that by shining the lamp of the knowledge. That is the reciprocations from the Krishna. And Krishna says that those who are my devotees, they are my devotee, but those who are devotee of my devotee, they are very dear. So it means Krishna, he gives the favor. He's neutral, suhridam sarva bhutana, but he gives special favors to them, those who are trying to serve to him, are fully serving to him. And their attentions doesn't divert here and there, and just their attention is towards the Krishna. Because they knows Krishna is the original supreme person. And that's what Arjuna, he is saying at the beginning, that he is the source of everything. And how he's saying? But through the authority. In the 12 and 13 number, he's saying, Arjuna is saying, you are the supreme personality of Godhead, the ultimate abode, the purest, the absolute truth. You are the eternal, transcendental, original person, the unborn, the greatest, all the great sages. After that, he's saying authority. He's saying based on the authority. So let me read the Sanskrit if I can read it properly. Arjuna uvacha param brahma param dhamam pavitram paramam bhavan purusham shaswatam divyam adi devam vibhum ahuswamritsaya sarve devarshi naradasthatha asito devalo vyasaha swayam chaiva babrisimi. So he's saying all the great sages such as Narad, Asit, Deval, and Vyasa confirm this truth about you, and now you yourself are declaring it to me. So he's accepting as based on the authority. It's not based on that he's my friend, that's why he's saying. So it is not like that you scratch my back and I will scratch your back. No, he's saying authority has accepted you. And at the beginning, Krishna is saying that I am the source of even the Brahma, demigods, Lord Shiva, and everyone, even the Manus, Saptarshi, he's saying. So all those people, they came from him only, and he is the source of all, and they don't know that. Because he is the source, and that's why they are not able to understand. By hearing that, he's saying, yes, you are right. You are saying that's why all those authority, they have accepted you. And Srila Prabhupada in text 8, he is describing at the end Lord Krishna is the source of all generations, and he is called the most efficient cause of everything. He says, because everything is born of me, I am the original source of all. Everything is under me. No one is above me. There is no supreme controller other than Krishna. One who understands Krishna in such a way from a bona fide spiritual master, he's giving very clear understanding from a bona fide spiritual master with references from Vedic literature, engages all his energy in Krishna consciousness, and because a truly learned man, in comparison to him, all others who do not know Krishna properly are but fools. That is very important point he is mentioning there. This is, we should not puffed up for that. We should be thankful to the authority. Somehow or others we came in contact with the Krishna consciousness. That's why we are hearing these opulences, Krishna's position, and trying to engage in Krishna's service. Instead of getting puffed up, we should be very thankful and also receptive to, so that we can serve properly to Krishna. Only a fool would consider Krishna to be an ordinary man. Because some of people, they do say that, oh, God is all pervading, he don't have any features. And Krishna is describing to Arjuna when he's shown the Virat Rupa, especially the Kala Rupa, and then after that, Arjuna, he forget everything, and then he started praying to him, and then he is requesting, I want to see your original. And that time Lord Krishna is describing that this is my Shyama Sundar form, is my original form, and that is very difficult for the demigods to see that form. But ordinary people, they do think that, oh, Krishna is ordinary person. So a Krishna conscious person should not be bewildered by fools. He should avoid all unauthorized commentaries and interpretations on Bhagavad Gita, and proceed in Krishna consciousness with determination and firmness. So he is warning also at the end, a Krishna conscious person should not be bewildered by fools. So it means we should try to stick to our Acharya, following footstep of Acharya, and not going read here and there to get bewildered. Then that will be very difficult. We should focus only one side to follow our Acharya, and then our life will be successful. That's what my understanding is there. Let me read one verse, 2.41. व्यवसायात्मिकाः बुद्धिरेकेह कुरुनन्दन बहुशाखा यनन्तास्य बुद्धयो अव्यवसायिनः. So Krishna is saying that those who are on this path are resolute in purpose, and their aim is one. O beloved child of the Kurus, the intelligence of those who are irresolute in many branches. So those whose intelligence is resolute at one aim is only one, Krishna will reveal to them. There is a wonderful story from the Pandharpur Leela. Gora Kumbhar, he was great devotee of the Lord Vitthal. And one time he was trying to make the muds to make a pot, and that time it is a kind of a deep place, and then people will jump by foot so that after absorption of the water, and that mud will be nice, so it can make a good clay pot. So he was just chanting Vithala, 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 and dancing and jumping on the mud. So his wife told to him that I am going out and please take care of my son. And then son, he started crawling, and then after that he jumped into the mud area, and then he started jumping Vittal, 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 and then that boy, small child, crashed into that area. And then he didn't know, and then after that wife came and looking, and then she saw the blood, and then after that she told very harsh word, where is your Vittal? And you are absorbed so much. And then after that he was not talking to his wife, he stopped, fully focused on Lord Vittal. And then after that, his father-in-law came, and then he, so poor person. And then he gave another his daughter, so that at least a second wife can cook for him, and then he will be taking care properly. And then one night they wanted to have some intimate relation. That time they kept his hand on their chest. That time he chopped his hand, and he became handless. So he was in a difficulty, because Kumhara means to make it pot by hand only, and now his hand is not there. So one boy, he came and he told, I want to be served to you, and can you take me as a servant? Then he told, I am not able to, because I don't have anything, and how I will be able to give you money? Then he told, no, just I wanted to serve you. And when he started making the pot, and that time Gora Kumar's business became double and triple. It was growing and growing and growing. And then another neighbor of the Gora Kumar, he was jealous, and he told, what Gora Kumar is giving you, how much money he is giving to you, and I will give you double, triple of that. Then that boy told him, no, I am just only for one person. I'm devoted to that person. And that boy was Lord Pandharnath. And then one time that boy took him to the Pandharnath, and that time he was started dancing and jumping, and that time his son also came out from the temple. So those who are fully devoted, Vyavasayatmika buddhireki hai kuruna. So Krishna will reveal to them. So Arjun's position is like that only. He is understanding Krishna with his all faculties, through his all agencies, intelligence, personal experience, based on the scriptures, based on the authority, he's accepting Krishna. Some people, they will ask the question, and then question further questions, and then they will go continuously going on, and there will be no end, because they are not focusing, just they want to defeat, or they don't want to get defeat. Even after giving the proper answer, they will ask another questions. So that type of people will not be able to achieve the Krishna consciousness until or unless theoretically we have to have understanding. And we should be very thankful to Srila Prabhupada for providing the wonderful explanations on Bhagavad Gita through his life and his personal experience. Recently, I was hearing from my Guru Maharaj about the I Will Build the Temple by that book. So it is really amazing to hear Prabhupada's glorious story and pastime. Very sweet, and also it is developing the faith to the Srila Prabhupada. So I will stop here. Any question or comment?
You said there was Ekatvena, Vishwatomukha, and Pitratvena?
Prithatvena.
Pitratvena?
Prithatvena. Prithak means separate.
Oh, Prithak. Okay,
Prithatvena.
Mm-hmm. That is the demigods worship, you said?
Yeah. Demigod, ghost, Pesach, Betale, and all those things.
And the Ekatvena are the people who think they are gods.
Monism. Yeah, monism means you are God, I am also God. So they worship themselves only, in other sense. Ekatvena, Prithtvena, Bahudas Vishwatomukham. Vishwatomukham means those who are doesn't accept the God, but they do accept there is a nature and everything is from the nature.
Thank you. And the Gorakumbhar story, I remember my grandmother telling me, but I don't remember the details now. Doesn't he get his arms back and his child back too when he goes to Pandharpur?
Yes, Mataji. Yeah. When he went to the Vitthal temple, he started jumping. Right. And he started raising his arm, Vithala, 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 Vithala. And that time his arm came and his son also came from the temple.
Came back, into his arms, yeah. All these wonderful stories that I heard in my childhood.
You're very lucky, Mataji.
My grandmother had a book called Bhakti Vijaya, which had every single bhakta story in it, And every evening after her hard work, she would sit on the outside steps and she would tell us each story every day, And then she had another book called Guru Charitra. So we heard about all the greatness of Guru also. So those were the two her favorite books.
That's what character was developing those period, Mataji. To hearing the stories about the acharyas, and then also about our histories, Ramayana, and then Mahabharata. So it was amazing. But nowadays, all those period has gone.
Yeah, fully. She told us about great disciples of Vyasatirtha and all that, And that's why when I read Prabhupada's Leelamrita, the moment I read the Leelamrita, I recognized all those qualities of a guru that my grandmother used to tell me, and the qualities of the disciples.
Correct.
Both.
Amazing.
Yeah, qualities of perfect disciples and perfect gurus.
even when I was started reading the Hindi, so my grandmother, she gave me Ramacharitammanas to read it. And she told, by reading this, you will develop the habit of the reading Hindi.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think my grandmother had a specific, we didn't know that at the time, but she had a specific agenda to make us Krishna conscious.
No, that's why you are in Krishna consciousness, Mataji.
I know. We had no clue. We just listened to them as stories.
Amazing. There is two terms. It is called, one is called Shreyas, another one is called Preyas. So Preyas means it will give immediate result and it looks very nice and wonderful. And then, but long-term result will be very poisonous and measurable. And Shreyas, it looks right now, it may look like a difficult, but long-term result will be really pleasing. And it
that is Shreyas. Preyas is the other one.
Shreyas, yeah. Shreyas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I guess my grandmother knew about the long-term results.
Those were the transcendental.
Yes.
Immediate also, and then long-term also.
Yeah, even though we were probably only interested in the prayers part at the time.
Yeah. No, but it was Divya.
Yes. Yeah, transcendental, yeah, never goes away.
Correct. Any question or comment? So we will end here.
Yeah, thank you.
Somebody was saying something?
No, I just said thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mataji. So Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya
Kripasindhubhye Pachitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namaha Anantakoti Vaishnavibhyo Jai Prabhupada Ki Jai
Bhagavad Gita
Ki Jai
Ramananda
Ananta Ki Jai. Hare Krishna, everyone.